Hey, how's it going? Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome in, Marcus. Hope you're doing well. You know, if you keep redeeming that during the starting soon screen, it's not gonna work. Like, it worked once or twice, caught me off guard, but now I'm just used to it. Also, I don't think you can hear it. I'm pretty sure you can't even hear it. Like during that screen. I still need to fix that and change that. I'll do it eventually. I'm planning to rework some stuff during the next 3-day weekend, which is in 2 weeks. So, you know, I'll probably end up fixing it then. It'll matter more when you least expect. I mean, sure. maybe. You know, I don't know. I can't say what's going to future hold, so we will see. But in the meantime, though, I'll be at a lovely weekend. Mine's all right. Anything special happened over the weekend? Today is the first day of YouTube being different in how it counts views, so we'll see how that changes. But that's nothing to do with you guys. That's just interesting data stuff for me. Other than that, yeah, same old. I don't really got much. Today's gonna be Animation Land, I think. Because we need to get the animations and start rendering and all that. Hey, Skronak, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You sat away from my new stream all weekend, and yet you were late? You're 7 minutes late, and you were waiting all weekend? What happened? You just had to take a shit at the start of the stream? Unacceptable. Should have held it in. I was gonna hope you're doing well. As you should be. Yeah, we got the materials done last Friday. All right, everything's pretty much ready to go. We just need now the animations. So some animations we have, some animations we need to tweak. I downloaded everything, or download the animations. I just need to import them and assign them. Actually, let me open up the Unreal version or Unreal project that I need, so that probably will help. Give me a moment. Where is it? There you go. Open. We'll start with just doing we'll start on the melee stuff. Start with idle and go from there. I don't know if I'm gonna want to reuse the same idle in both. Just attach the hammer to one versus the other, but we'll see. We will see. Other than that, I have done one thing that's different. And that is I changed the layout again. I freaking did it again. I'm here now. I think I actually found one location where I'm not in the way and I can just exist. And I can have the full screen back. I can be here. I think. Because I checked, when I go full screen with my game, like, this area is where the HUD is, and I don't interfere with anything in full screen. So theoretically, I can stay down here. But we'll see. And now I'm actually using the full screen again. Because there's just... I'm never happy. I don't know if you noticed. I'm never satisfied with anything. For me to say, like, oh yeah, I really like it, is very hard. It's like, even this. There's issue. I don't like the chat here. But, like, I'd want it, like, behind me or something. Like, that seems like a better spot. But then it gets in the way. Right? Like, there's just no winning. There's no winning here. That's what we all look for, a place where we can just exist and be out of the way. Not everyone. Some people just, for some reason, enjoy being in the way. But, you know, if everyone was like you, Skronak, that would be less hectic. For sure. Let's go ahead and let's put over here. This is I'm actually just doing the same place. I have some animations that I downloaded. So he has an idol. But I also grabbed another idol. It's this one. Oh, oops. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. I meant to do Ybot. And then retarget. There you go. You. Oh, yes. Sure. I'll just put it in here. Screw it. Okay. So we have this one now, and we have one of these. And I guess this one's also. Oh no, this is the one that looks around. Yeah, so we have these two. And I don't know if he is holding an a weapon. I feel like this one would be better. Hey, Revolution Art, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. U7 will bring streamer mode layout. Like, I can. The problem isn't even like streamer. Like, I can close this content thing, right? It's collapsible. I just use it so much, and I hate. Like, I thought originally when UE5 came out that I'll be using this thing, right? The pop-up thing all the time. But it's broken as hell, because if you could select something here and then go to another thing and then open it up. So, like, I'm here, right? And press Control Space. It's going to be, like, it's not going to work the same. Like, me selecting something here, it does not mean it's selected here. Like, depending on where window you are. And so, and then I don't like, and then yeah. So it's not Great. Anyway. Oh god, see now press Control B and it opens there. Why is it open there now? Ugh. You heard they fixed that UE8 about time. Oh, you know. Don't worry, they'll finally also fix all the stuff that's been experimental since UE4 sometime in UE10. They'll rework, you know, they'll finally rework the UMG UI system from the ground up somewhere in UE15. Also, fun fact, tomorrow is 582. So if you didn't know about that, now you do. Tomorrow's the release date for 582. So I'll finally probably be updating to 5.8. Assuming PCG isn't broken again. Because supposedly it's not. In quotes, they fixed all the problems. All the bugs. Hold on, I'll get you the exact quote. In quotes, all the bugs are gone. But tomorrow's is the release of 582. So found that out today. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Melee idle. Let's do idle melee. GLB. So I don't think we need to change this animation. I think we just use it. Hey, Kane, welcome in. How's it going? I'll be doing well. 582. It's 582. Okay. Now, let's try importing it. Oh, I just realized, did I rename his... I did not. I did not rename his... Damn it. Hold on. I can't re-import it. Re-import. Go back here. I need to have renamed his materials because I forgot to. Materials. Need to get rid of the... What? Why can't I rename... No, I'm not trying to rename him. I'm trying to rename this. This is important for what I need to do. Okay. Now save. Okay, now import. So you are 1.5. He gets that much shorter when he or is this guy not 1.5? No, he's 1.5. I guess that's what happens when you kneel down. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Materials. Run this. Should get you. Then you and you. Colors. Apology. Turn off shadows. Okay. And then we need to attach this. Okay, now I need to remember how to attach this. I select you. Shift select you. Go to pose mode. Shift select you. Oh. Yes. So now I need to position it. And we just position this. Oh god, why? No. I want to local. What? Oh, it's because this thing has a weird pivot. That works. Just update in case you never want to do it again. You just update it to what, 5.8.1? I recommend going to 5.8.2 immediately. When it comes out. I mean, you won't have that much of a choice anyway, but yeah. Better yet, select you, animation, 55, and 0 are the same, so we can do 1 to 55. That's a long... Wait, am I... Oh, it's a 30 FPS. God damn it. I forgot I changed it to 12 FPS. Okay. Okay, that's why it's so long. Okay. That's fine. We can fix this. Save it. Reopen it. Import again. And then we just need to reattach this to you. Return off shadows. Why didn't your materials not apply? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay. One more time. You know what? Let's just do... God damn it. So what happens when you make one stupid mistake? Stupid mistake. You. Are you gonna run now? Why? Okay, now it works. Okay, now it works. There we go. Now the animation is the correct length. So, yeah, 22, and that is the same. So it means now. There we go. That's all we wanted. Hmm. Okay. We'll need to adjust the camera and all that, but at least we're now in a good spot. Let's go ahead and go to camera view. Hey Isaac, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Ooh, can we actually make it shorter? I think we can. If it's... Why don't you make animations at UE? They added a lot of tools because I really don't like Sequencer. And I don't make them in Blender either. So, in that regard, it doesn't really matter. 115? Way too big. 105? 100? Probably around there. Not get even less. Oh, 95. Nope, nope. I should have checked. Should have checked. Yeah. Okay, so now it should fit. I lied. I lied. Now we're good. Why you check multiple views as well. Okay. Okay. That is definitely not an oversized hammer. It is adequately sized. It is not, definitely not compensating for his tiny little head. I don't know why you would think that. It's not happening. Okay? It's not happening. Okay. That's all we need, right? That's all we need. Everything else is fine. Resolution set. That's set. Shadows off. Go. I need to figure out a workflow between like 4 different softwares for the whole, like, for the full process. I'm gonna need to figure out some workflow. I haven't figured it out yet, because I also now have a new piece of program called Texture Packer, but I'm using this basically only for indexation. So maybe at a certain point, I need to open properties. Maybe at a certain point, I drop this and don't use indexation and just be like, it's fine as it is. I mean, we can try it actually with Texture Packer for him. Screw it, let's just try it with Texture Packer. Yeah, don't save. So hold on, give me a second. I have a little, I'll show you guys. A cool little thing that I didn't make. So it renders out the sprites, right? In all 8 directions. I asked AI to make me a little script that just, when you run it, just puts them in its folders. So now I have them split up by folders. And the reason I do that is because I got a new software that wants folders. This guy. And then I can, in here, I can drag you in. And then we have you. Can I rotate you? I don't mind you being sideways, but I guess it's fine. That's fine. So this makes one sprite sheet, but the main thing why I like this is it removes so much blank area. Look how little area there is between each one. So even when he, like, because to one side, typically there's a lot of blank space. Like if you actually look at the sprites themselves, you see how much empty areas right here to the right? Because, right, he's facing left. But this removes all the blank area. Now I can tell him not to trim, and you can see how much area there normally is. So this is 1982 by 1224. But in trim mode, it's 972 by 1256. That's a lot less texture resolution, which means less texture memory, which means less GPU usage. Right? See where it's going? I don't remember if I need to specify a... Yeah, this is fine. I could do power of 2, but for sprites, I'm not doing... I can actually do any size. Is there a difference? 978 by 1253 versus 972 by 1256. It's no difference. So now let's save it here, and it saves it as an Unreal format. So just like the JSON file of a sprite, it gets me the same result. So if I save it now here, I should probably have renamed. I'm gonna need to rename it. Hold on. Can I rename it? I actually need to. I need to give it a specific name. No, that just re-exports. Also officially announced 5.9? Yeah, but they've only shown AI stuff, so I couldn't care less. Yeah, no one would. I don't think a single person, at least I haven't seen a single person, actually complain about the whole actor replacement. The main complaint everyone's had was the blueprint removal. If they just kept the blueprint system, but just made it work with the new thing, cool, you have to learn that, and that's expected, but then they wouldn't have so much backlash. It wasn't because of the actors. I'm fine with a modular actor system. I think that's cool. Ah, here it is. So I want to name this... Idle Melee D. Now if I export, there we go. So now it gives me the right name. So I still need a sprite now. I'm gonna have so many programs. Because in here, I need to go to you still. The script is only for RGB color mode? What shit does that mean? What mode is it in? What? Color mode. Indexed. RGB color. File. Edge normal. Oh, but hold on. Shit. This is a problem. We cannot do it this way. He has to never rotate sideways or a different direction. Right? Because otherwise the normals are in the wrong way. Okay, hold on. Is there an option for not rotating? Turn off allow rotation. There we go. Okay. We have an option for turning off allow rotation. There is a detect identical sprites, which is cool. In our case, we don't have that, so. You're all for performance gains? Yeah, performance gains are great. It's gonna be really good if you can code. I'm sure it's gonna be fantastic if you can code. Okay, one more time, exported. So now going back here. So the workflow is going to be bring you in, change the color mode to RGB color, run the script. Now things are correct, even though it technically is a little bit bigger, right? Because we have a little bit more empty space now. It's fine. Out of curiosity, let me just export. Output this, and this is just going to be normal. Export. If I go back to here, 4,740. 4,000. It's actually less. How is it less? You know what? Somehow the file ends up being smaller. Whatever. What's the texture packer is gray? Use their 3D texture packer. 3D texture packer? What is a 3D texture packer? How does it pack in 3D? Or do you mean like textures for a 3D model? Okay, you know what? I think you mean that one. Like you could put like a green channel, red channel, blue channel, that. I'm going to assume they meant that. Now that I thought about it longer than a fraction of a second. Okay, so now that we have that, let me load up. Scroll. I really need to like move these to a backup, and most of them are already backed up. I just do not have them here, so I don't have to keep scrolling so much every single time. Combining multiple 3D assets on a single texture. Oh, not at all what I was thinking. Interesting. But today might be the last time we see 574. We might actually update that project to 5.8 tomorrow. Although, I might just wait till I finish this this character at this point, because there's no... It's not like I'm going to be doing anything that involves 5.8 until this guy's done anyway, so... Maybe I'll just do that. Find out if there's going to be any huge breaks of anything. Okay. I'm just calling him One-Handed Warrior for now. Because we don't have a good name for him yet. So it's fine. So theoretically, if I just drag in this file, it should take both the diffuse and the normal. And it does. And can do the Create flip books. Ta-da! Just like with a sprite. 12. And here, it's still all fine. Bottom center. Right, each one is still properly split up into its own. But the main thing is, it's just now a much smaller texture. So for example, this is 1.1 megabytes. It's pretty good. Considering the alternative, if I go to, for example, the Golem. Well, the Golem's gonna be a little bit bigger in size, but, you know, not that much bigger. If I look at his at 10, although on this one, you might not be able to get away with much packing, but there's still like a lot of space here that could be like compacted. So that can be dropped from 10 megabytes down quite a bit. And I will. I'll do that for the other ones down the line. And we'll save on memory this way. Do you hope they address some PCG-related bugs? What specifically have you found? Aside from the fact that, you know, it completely breaks if you have the same input and output name in 581. Same bugs. And since you're on 5.8, you're not using PCG at all currently? Is it because of the 581 problem or something else? Because I imagine most bugs will not be fixed. Like, occasionally, like, all of Unreal will crash when you click create a parameter. I've had that happen quite a few times. Unfortunately. Melee. Yeah, because that way it'll organize them this way. So you need to be 8. There he is. Then we add a blueprint. Let's go ahead and grab. Doesn't really matter which one we use as the reference. And then we just go anim graph, copy all this, paste all this, and now replace this everywhere. He's not taking chances. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, 5.8 has gone. I mean, if you're on 5.8 already, I mean, I feel like you might as well, because most problems are from just 5.8 in general. So, you know, if you already, you know, bit the bullet on that, oh, this one has jump. I don't need jump. Sure, just use this for now. The main thing that I'm excited about swapping for 5.8 for is PCG supporting arrays. So I can actually set up my spawners properly with PCG instead of having them be the setup I currently use. So that's gonna be a lot better. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, right? There's still 5.7. He works for the man. I mean, you haven't specified who the man is, so the answer could be yes. He's got a certificate and everything? Well, then it's not me, because I don't have any certificates. How about Revolution Art? Because I'm not pushing 5.8. So I thought you were talking about me, but it can't be because I'm not pushing 5.8. Let's go. Just keep it here. Doesn't hurt. Okay. So now we have you. Get up this up. That one handed. Why are you so tiny? Why are you so tiny? Did it not render the right resolution? I thought his resolution seemed a little bit small. When I was doing, I was like, huh, it's under 100. Did this not run? No, I did. Huh? Yeah, size-wise, this is correct. But the golem is much bigger, isn't it? Hold on. The golem idle sprite is 190. So this should be like a 180 vertically. Hold on, this is gonna be a good test. If I put this at 50, I can't. So it is running it. So why are you so short? I did scale you to 1.5, right? Yeah. Hold on. Wait. You're absolutely tiny. Why are you so tiny? Like right? This is fine. This is a fine comparison. Was the golem huge or are you tiny? I guess is the other question. Now I'm concerned somehow. What happened? Yeah, you're right. Hey, Stormman, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why are you 190? Oh, you know what we could test? If I made this 2. 4, 2. Yeah, it's still 190, so that doesn't change. Okay, so that, which is correct. It shouldn't. In a hard time today remembering what you did like 6 months ago? My good sir, I barely remember what I ate yesterday. I don't think that's that big of... I don't remember what I ate. It's just, like yesterday, okay, I can remember. A week ago, couldn't tell you. 3 days ago, couldn't tell you. Now, see, this is correct, right? It's when it's changing, it's not. But then why is your output for height so small?
Ad break. Pausing the stream so you don't watch me drag 47 nodes just to print hello world.
I'm confuzzled. He fits within 100. Huh? Now that I look at it, I don't think he's supposed to be like 3 times bigger than the player. We're going to investigate after the ads. That should have happened. Now, I'm going to keep him this way. I think he's fine. But this doesn't make sense. Because I like his size. What's not making sense is why he's tiny now. But yet relative in Blender is correct. Right, pixel size is the same. Its pixel size is correct, real world. Huh. Yeah, the bowler guy is correct. But something's off. Hey, Skylar, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And thank you. So if I play... Oh, right, because... Yeah, you're going to break a lot of stuff. You're not ready for that yet. Just come here. Just give me this. Right? He's a little bit bigger than me, which I think is accurate, actually. Because if I imported the character, right? The main character. Right? That's correct. So how the hell was he that much bigger in the render? The hell happened? Huh? It just, I mean, clearly. Well, let's go ahead and make him bigger. Let's do 3. I mean, I don't know. We're going to guess here on the size now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this is going to be about right. Yeah, I think maybe a little too big here now. Because he'd be... well, the hammer would make him taller. Which is fine. It doesn't make sense. But you know what? Fuck it. We want a big boy, right? We want a big boy. What does he look now? Well, he reads a lot better, I'll tell you that. His details read a lot better when he's this big. I know, surprise, surprise. Right, that reads a whole lot better. I was thinking, look at it, I'm like, huh. So on. Okay. Let's redo this. This is gone. It's fine. Okay. Save. Run. I guess now it's gonna be a better comparison of file size. Okay, so now it doesn't fit in 1, which is fine. We'll just make this 4K by 4K. So now it's 17 megabytes. So now the file size is starting to make more sense. If I don't trim, 37, originally would have been 37 megabytes, down to 17 because of trim, which is pretty good. Still. Okay, let's re-export this and see if we can just re-import. It does mean that I will need to redo the normal map as well. You made your Charmander too aggressive? He will hunt you to the end of the map to get you? Is he too aggressive, or did you just really piss him off? And he's the right amount of aggressive. You know how to make the NPC jump over stuff, so you made some invisible ramps that ignore the player? I mean, there's tutorials for it on YouTube. You can just, yeah, it's really easy to set up. Just be okay with looking stuff up online, and you can find all sorts of things. Okay, here's the real test. Can I just do a re-import? Yes, I can. It is still a normal map. Good. Just to confirm that the settings are fine. Yep. And I don't think it has messed with the time frame rate. Nope. Okay, so now he's more accurate to what he needs to be. I will say though, he looks extremely three-dimensional. He does not look very sprite-like at that size. I'm going to figure out a different solution. Maybe I'm gonna need to have bosses be a different pixel depth compared to the character. Or the main character maybe needs to be higher pixel depth. And the reason he's looking at that ceremony is because shadows are not on for this. There you go. When you turn on shadows, then he sticks. I wonder. Maybe. I kind of want to test out both side by side. Because now I'm thinking maybe we go back to the other one, but just scale him up to basically half the pixel resolution. We would need to do the same thing for him and the spider as well. He's too high res. It didn't feel as bad on this and the spider. Like, the spider didn't feel that bad because it felt a lot flatter because it was using a lot of flat shapes. He started feeling a little more problematic, and he's very problematic because he's human. Let's play around. Let's play around. Let's do the lower res render, like the one we just had. And I'm going to save it as a separate one so we can do a side-by-side comparison. No, it's not that. He's not, the pixel size is what's throwing me off. Sprites, Fres. It's definitely that. Oh, do I? Okay. New. File, new project. Right, can I undo what I did here? I like how new just opens a brand new thing entirely. Don't rotate. Here, I'll put it inside of this folder. We're about to potentially half the resolution of all bosses, which is fine. Because that would mean that I could get away with, less pixels. Which means, more pixel-arty look and, yeah. Then maybe we'll leave the character as it is. So, potentially. So maybe the enemies are all half the pixels size of the main character. Like that's how it's distinguished. That could be interesting. We can do that intentionally. So I don't hate that idea. Would it help to move the camera up in Blender? No, you can't move it up because it has to be orthographic. Otherwise, the feet are not on the feet. Yeah, it has to be an orthographic side view, or you don't get feet on the ground. If you have many models, import with only a material instance and no material. And it's all black in the shadows? Wait, what? How do you import a material instance and no material? How do you get it to import a material instance? What are you doing? How in the world? I haven't seen that one yet. Maybe it's in the settings, but I've not seen that one yet. Oh, Good job, me. I didn't make a folder for this. Melee. All Pokemon models in Blender importing with... Oh, if it's like a special material, then it might think that it needs to like... You want to import it like being the same or something like that. Nice. I think I need to make the background darker, so this is a little bit easier to read. Because I was always testing it against on this gray, but when there's a lighter thing in front, it's harder to read. So I've noticed that. I'm paying attention. Drag you in. Okay. Oh, but I need to... So we need to change it from 0.35 to 0.7. Oh, sorry. Other way. Pixels per unit? Other way, right? Yeah, other way. So we need to divide 0.35 by 2. 0.175. There we go. Actually, turn on shadows again. I feel like that's a lot better. Yeah, that feels a lot better. That feels like more of a sprite than that. That just feels like really 3D. To be fair, it's using the wrong material. So here, let me just assign the right material. But still. There. We can go somewhere in between. Like, we don't need to go this low. We can go somewhere in between. Let's do one more. Or we go somewhere in between. Leave it to a freaking humanoid boss for us to, like, notice this problem. Be careful with rechargeable batteries. You flipped every breaker in your house, thinking something was melting because you smelled that electrical burning smell. Turned out the unplugged batteries were just sitting there venting. You overcharged them, but the charger is supposed to stop that. Yeah, that could have been bad. Glad you found the culprit, though. So instead of 1.5, so 1.5 is the low res, 3 is the high res. We can go a little higher, maybe like a 2. By the way, I don't understand why sometimes when I drag, I get to select them, but sometimes it just starts to, like, I guess it depends on how vertical I drag. If I drag even a little bit, slight dragging horizontal, it's like, oh no, what do I do? Let's just call it res 2 or something, I don't know. So this is gonna need something like 6 or 7. $6.5 probably. Yes. Yes. Yep. Okay. Let's try this one. Good thing I haven't re-rendered all of the regular enemies yet. Okay. Walmargo. Export. Your blender has issues, but you stop questioning its habits? What kind of issues? Wait until Blender asks to start seeing other 3D artists? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Idle C. I don't actually know what blender Stormbrand's referring to, whether it's a real blender or the software blender. Because we were just talking about, you know, electricity. So I'll be honest, I don't know which one you're. Because it could be that, because we're just talking about electricity and, you know, batteries, so... Okay, so what size do we need to make this? To be about the same. Around there? Right there. Software Blitter, but you're stuck on 3.5 because the DA import is outdated in newer versions. Ah. Yeah, I've had that where I needed to import like real world and location data, like from Google Earth, into 3D, and the only way to do it was using like a modded older version of Blender, or not even a modded version of an old version, but it was just the plugin only worked for an old version of Blender. So I totally get that. Okay, so yeah, this is no good. I think this is pretty good. It has issues, but these are issues from the workflow and need to be like cleaned up in on a sprite level. Which makes sense because we're doing a lot of like, this stuff doesn't work well as a sprite, this kind of stuff. So I think our original one is going to go bye-bye as an option. Do we do this? We can go somewhere in between, but I feel like... Did we go somewhere in between? Did we try like one more in-betweener? Between this guy and this guy? You said the purple stuff was part of the guy? Yeah, I think the right one's better, but it might be still too high. I want to try one more in between. Let's try one more in between. So we do 1.75. I mean, this is... I guess I can technically render much bigger than I care about, because freaking texture packer is gonna fix the problem for me. But I still want to, I guess, do a little bit better. Still file size. Oh, not much. Okay, let's do this. So this is res 3. Oh, prepend. I read it as pretend. I'm like, what does this mean? Pretend folder name? Okay, makes sense. Pizza time! I want a pizza. I want pizza. Did you bring enough for the class? It's been a while since I had, like, pizza. Like, good pizza. Oh, I say that like the last time I ate wasn't like... When I go, when I get pizza, the place I get to that's like near, like relatively close is a place called Boston Pizza. There's another place that opened up that does like pizza by the slice type stuff. I've never been. So when I got pizza maybe at the beginning of the year, but definitely not. But if not then it was last year that I had pizza last. Okay, let me you guys out of the way. So, what size are you gonna be? It's around there. Okay. Let's take a look. I think out of all of them, I think he's the best, actually. No, I never got one of those frozen stuffed crusts because they just don't have them where I shop. I saw one of the weirdest things, actually, just recently at my local grocery store. Hold on, let me just grab a picture. So, this is some Ukrainian borscht next to some, you know, other stuff. You might be thinking, well, what's so weird about Ukrainian borscht? What was weird is I was in a Chinese grocery store. And just randomly, while this was in the, like, jar section, I was grabbing some canned beans and stuff. And I just see this, because it's red, so it sticks out. And I just look at it like, I'm sorry, what? Why is this in a Chinese grocery store? It's like, I don't mind. It's just not the place where I expected to see this. Out of everything. So this was interesting. So, but they don't have stuffed crust pizza, but they have freaking Ukrainian borscht. Also, I love how it's spelled. Everything here in Canada is written twice. Once in English and once in French. And I always love how the French one is always just a little bit smaller, less, you know. I don't really care. Anyway. You always mess up frozen pizza. It's either burnt a little or not all the way done. I mean, just follow the instructions and you'll get an okay result. There's so many Asian markets that try to be world markets. I mean, usually they have a bit of like other stuff. Totally expected. I just didn't expect that one. Like, I go to an Asian grocery store because it's just a convenience. And I like Asian stuff in general. But like, right, it has like other stuff. It's not like all like Asian groceries. It's just that one, just for some reason I just didn't see coming. Because it's because you don't usually get like Slavic like region stuff in grocery stores to begin with, which is why I was thrown off. Right? You don't go to a grocery store and there's just Russian, Ukrainian, right? That's not a common thing. So that's why I was like, what? Japan tricked you one time? How so? You love the Japanese snacks? I haven't had any. I'd love to try some. Yeah, this is the best one, right? So do we go with this now? For him? I feel like that's what we do, right? I feel like we go with this resolution. Because I feel like this is a little bit too low. I think this one was still too high. This is what we had. They got you to order this jelly purple egg thing. Oh yeah, it was a century egg. I've only heard stories. I've seen videos of people trying them. But I've never like seen it even myself. The thing that is amusing to me is I've never seen anyone like just eat it normally. Because the only places I've seen anyone consume them is, well, bunch of white guys trying it out for the first time, basically. So I've never seen someone eat a century egg and be like, delicious. Because it's a very strong taste and smell, from my understanding. Like, I've seen, like, white guys, you know, enjoy even natto, like Japanese natto, however you pronounce it. I've seen people like enjoy that, but I have never seen a century egg being liked. Balut egg is 1,000 times worse. I haven't heard of that one. Is there a difference? I mean, probably, right? Oh, is this? Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even call that an egg at that point. Yeah, I know what that is. I would not recommend Googling it if... I just want to recommend Googling it. Yeah, I know what it is. I've seen that. Okay. So this is 2/3 of this. You have eaten century eggs with sliced tomato and rice, but you have to cut the taste. It's too strong. But yeah, it's better to pass on both of those. Yeah, I've never seen anyone eat them with something. It's always been like pure, right? Because it's always gonna. They always have them in like, can you like do like a poker face challenge? You know, like try this thing by itself. You know, and you take like a giant bite of an egg because you think it's an egg. So why would you not take a giant bite, right? Oh, but it's like, from my understanding, it's like Vegemite and those things and Marmite, where you're supposed to use very little, but most people that try for the first time take way too big of a spoonful. It's too powerful. Also, another thing I've never tried. You know why people try a crazy thing and decide, let's do it again? I think most people don't do that. They try typically something else at that point. Okay. I kind of want to do one of these bosses and try him out at 2/3 res, like we did here. So just to see how it's gonna work, I want to try out both of them. No, this is less than 2/3. This is... um, 0.583. We could round it 0.6, but it's around there. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, save. Okay, so if he's 2.25, so we need to do times 2.25. So he should be like around 1.31. Or did you say 1.3? Good thing here is we're going to be reducing the texture size by a lot in all these guys. Look at the positive. Look at the positive. Can I do times 0.58? 59? Ooh, I can. I can indeed. How's this gonna read? I feel like it reads so actually better. Okay, let's do let's do one of these. Run. Stone Golem, Idle. I don't know how I feel about this opening an entire new thing every time. It's not the end of the world, but I wish it was like a tab system. Don't rotate, please. And then this should be called... you. And also change to any size. Okay. That's all we need. Why are you color? Why weren't you indexed? Because you just have more colors? You have a lot more colors, I will say. I think you're supposed to have that many colors, but whatever. Not important. But look how packed this is. Oh, texture packer is so good. I'm glad I got it. I was randomly sometimes I just I'm like, I want to know how to do something like better. There has to be a better way of doing something. And I'll just go and ask the AI. I'll go on Grok and be like, hey, I'm doing this. Is there a better way? It won't always find a better way. But like, I was like, is there a better way of like automatically packing stuff? This is a normal map. This is an edge normal. So I only care about the outer pixel. So this is just doing an edge normal. So it's entirely flat here, but the edge normal has information. So if I put a light to the right, I will have like a... I'll show it in Unreal. So if I did a light here, let's make it like super powerful. There you go. Right, you can see this. Right, you can see how it's basically a single pixel outline type thing. That's what that's for. So instead of having it be like, you know, everything, you get to see a cool, just basically a rim light, effectively. Oh yeah, Unreal is doing that, but it's thanks to the neural map. Yep. Did I just flatten the character? Didn't know why. Well, I mean, I render him as a sprite as well, but I also do more stuff on top of that. I talk about it in my devlogs. You should watch. You are 0.21. You guys to come over here, please. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to grab your old sprite. That feels better. Hey, Achilles, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's insane to me how much more work this is than just going 3D. Oh, it's not. It's actually much simpler. Once you have a workflow, it's much simpler. I don't have to worry about animation blending. I don't have to worry about skeletons. I don't have to worry about rigs. I can touch it up as a sprite. In my opinion, it's a lot simpler. This is starting to feel more like an actual sprite versus this. I like this a lot more. See your shorts all the time, but you have not watched a full video? How did you find me if you don't watch full videos? Because I think when you found me, I didn't make shorts at the time, did I? Because you've been here for quite a while. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's what we're going with. And then let's see him next to this guy. So now it's these. Which I feel is a lot better. Right? Than
Ad
this.
break. Pausing my questionable node organization skills for a couple minutes.
Thanks, Moist. You find me a long time ago, I was searching Unreal Engine and clicking live? Really? I didn't think anyone has ever done that on YouTube. Huh. Good to know. I've never done that. I've never clicked the live button, is what I mean. Well, I'm glad it's worked out. I have no complaints. At the current moment, we'll see where the future holds. I want to see what the I want to see what the difference in texture size is between these two. Wait, what? Wait. I'm going to show you guys the difference, but I'm confused. Which might have spoiled the result. That might be a good tip for traffic. Put Unreal Engine at the end of the title. I mentioned Unreal Engine in the description. So this is the original, which is a 7,000 by 1,500 resolution image, and it's 10 megabytes. This is only 2,000 by 1,411 megabytes. The format is different. DXT5 versus this. Where is this format coming from? Because that's not something that's here that I've selected. Compression, everything is the same. No MIP maps. Default compressions. This is just all channels are 8 versus DXT5, which means all channels are not 8. Hold on, if I change this to not you. No, uncompressed. And change you to uncompressed. Oh, it is uncompressed. This is uncompressed. That's why. Somehow it's by default uncompressed, even though default compressions. Oh, is it because it's not a power of 2? But that doesn't make sense because this is compressing it. And this is not a power of 2. Why is this one being compressed? That's not a power of 2. To be fair here, I don't mind this because the quality of the pic, it's gonna have less noise and stuff. If I was to zoom in here, yeah, if you look here, do you see how there's noise? There's this purples, reds showing up here. Doesn't exist here. So I would need to uncompress this one anyway. Because you can see, right, there's a bunch of compression artifacts here. It might be hard to tell, but there should be a lot of like purples and reds like appearing here. Doesn't happen here. It's nice and clean here, right? The gray is the gray. Oh, you know what I realized? What I can do is this texture, I can run that through Pixel Over. Right, I can run this through Pixel Over for indexations. You see all of the tons of colors become not tons of colors. So if I exported this, can I just save it? No. I need to export it as a PNG. You know what? Full size. Don't open folder. Yeah, just export as a new file. That's fine. So I could. I'll rename it with the same one and I re-import it. Yeah, same format and everything. Yeah, but now we don't get as much of like color noise within here, which is better. Interesting. Okay. In a sense, each rock has more detail. Yeah, I can definitely understand why. It's because it's less clean. It feels like there's more going on when there, even though there isn't. Okay. Okay, so now we need to do this for every single other animation for both this guy and this guy. Let's see what this guy looks like. In comparison, actually, let's do him as well. Uh, oh yeah. Also, if you want to compare uncompressed size difference, we're going from 43 megabytes to 11, which is what I need to do. I'd need to uncompress it, which I was thinking of doing for all of them anyway. So this is, in a sense, good. Just close some of the stuff I don't need. Okay, so what we need to do here now is save, open spadas, green crystal, let's do idle, open. So instead of 2, we're at 1.16. Give or take. Let's average to 1.15. Okay. So now let's come here. You. Should be okay. Check. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and save this as sprites. Lower res. Run. And then here. Let me put it in here. Okay. Okay. Just ignore that. Don't rotate and any size, please. Looking good. Genuinely so good in terms of how it packs it and still like works completely fine. Hey, Life Lessons, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This one's indexed. I think it's when there's so few colors that it thinks it's indexed. The other one was not. Okay. That's fine. Anything fun you missed? We finished the golem, moved to a new character, realized now today that the sprite resolution is too dense, and now we're doing tests on lower density pixels, or yeah, you get what I mean. Okay, so you are gonna go here. And I believe you're 0.21. Before, after. This one, hold on a second. This one didn't get the uncompressed treatment. This was DXT5. Why is it different? I wonder why it's different. Yeah, only the characters are sprites right now. But you see, this is the original, and this is the lower res one. And it still holds up just fine, but it has a little more pixels. This one is where you could start seeing that it's a big difference. And actually, the main reason why we even did this was because of this guy. Because this just looked just a 3D character. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. That's not what I'm going for. And so now we're here. And that's also why this now has gone here. And the same aspect, this has gone here. Yeah, I don't see any issues. What's the setting that I forget? Contact channel length? Yeah. Looks more AA going on, but more pixels. Yeah, this is considerably more pixels than this. But the main thing that I just didn't like is the fact that, especially like on a more normal type character, it just looks like a slightly worse 3D model versus I wanted it to look pixelated, like a pixel art one. And I feel this does it better, which is why we're doing this here. So now, the difference also ends up Yeah, I don't understand why it sometimes does this format and sometimes it does the other one. So here I had to set it to uncompressed, or it would be DXT5. But this one is default with uncompressed. Either way, uncompressed, we're going from 54 megabytes roughly to 13.6 megabytes roughly, which is pretty good. Because all I need to do uncompressed for all of them effectively, or we get noise and bad artifacts. So that's gonna be good. So I guess now what we need to do before we tackle this guy is go back in and re-render every single animation from you and every single animation from you and reassign them. God damn it. I wish I could do the DXT5 compression because that would be even better. But yeah, I can't do that one. Yeah, this one has DXT5 right now. And you can see all the stuff. Thanks for watching, Marcus. Yeah. Don't know why sometimes it comes in as one, sometimes it comes in as another. Either way, this is not acceptable, so the fix for that is uncompressed. Then the problem goes away, but that also means that the original texture size really was 43 megabytes compared to the new 11. No, notice that the problem is you do see him pretty big on screen. And I can see it. You might not be able to see it through YouTube compression, but I can see it right now on my screen. I can see something, I can see like a weird noise thing going through. So it's noticeable. He's big, right? So that's why, yeah, he's not always going to be a moving and attacking though. Either way, I'd rather have it look clean and good than and not need to worry about it in general, right? It's like film grain, right? Yeah, it can look fine with it in movement, but a lot of people would still prefer not to use film grain in their game. You know, same thing. She's technically a higher pixel density than these guys, but I'm tempted to keep it that way. Quantize the color. What does that mean? Please define quantize. Because I don't actually know. Anyway. Now we gotta redo all of them. We'll probably focus on the golem first, because this is the last week of this month. Yeah. So that way, for the devlog or the new package build, we'll have him looking correct in terms of resolution, and we should be able to get to him as well. But I want to deal with him first. The process of mapping continuous infinite or high precision values like 32-bit floats to a smaller set of discrete low precision values like 8-bit or 4-bit integers. This makes similar colors merge. Look, if you could show me a tutorial how to do that, I would gladly do it. Considering that you are doing a laughing, crying emoji, I'm going to assume that you don't actually know how to do that, and it was a joke. But if you did know how to do that, I'd be curious to learn. I think it could be cool regardless, even if I don't use it. Okay. So, just thinking. The other thing that I need to figure out, actually, is he looks very different in style than him. But the material workflow is the same. Is it just colors? Let's put these guys together. Am I imagining it? I think it's because he is more like just low poly versus him and versus him. Right? He's very much like just geo cubes here, effectively. Very geometric here, very geometric here. And these guys are more like actual organic, so it's what seems off. It'll probably be, it's one of those things I'll probably need to like consciously do what actually make the whatever models I end up doing is make them a little more geometric versus rounded, because I think rounded has issues, but the geometric I think works a lot better for what I want. Now that I've been looking at this for a little while, going back here is a little weird. It's so much cleaner here. It's so much less pixel arty here. Anyway. I'm tempted to make him a smaller a bit, but at the same time, maybe not. I want to change the materials on the hammer, though. I think this all being the same material here is just not working. We'll adjust that later. We'll maybe add like a stripe here or something. We'll see how the topology is. For now, though, let's go ahead and zoom down. Nope. I'm trying to take a screenshot, but I can't because as soon as I hit Alt, the menu disappears. Hold on. Nope. I just want to show that I have like 6 texture packer windows open, but I can't take a screenshot of it. Because as soon as I hit Alt, it minimizes the freaking preview. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back here. So I can save you. So if we go to the stone golem, right, we basically need to go through and change the scale on them to 1.3 and then scale down the render resolution of every single one of them. I'll be honest, I don't really feel like doing that today. I'm tired. I don't want to do that today. We'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, new workflow. Now involving another program. We had another program for the golem. We effectively are now using Blender, Pixelover, a sprite, and texture packer, and then it's all going into Unreal. For one character. Now, for not all of them need all of them. Like the other ones can get away with it seems not having Pixelover for the indexation. He definitely needs it. But we'll see how it all translates. But I think for tonight, call it a little early today. Hope you guys enjoy regardless. We'll finish up re-rendering them. It should not take too long. I imagine 1 day per is all we really need. And then we can go ahead and get back to working on the third and final boss for the time being. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.